All right, boys, man. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, we're going to be talking about this 25-year-old who basically needed help. I haven't done one of these videos in a minute, but I feel like these kind of videos, they can always help the next person. So let's just get into it. I'm going to put my glasses on for it, and I'm going to tell you what he basically said. He said, I'm 25, and I'm currently going through a tough phase. I'm not studying or working. I'm just wasting time on my phone all day, scrolling through Reels, watching YouTube, and playing random games. I've completely neglected my physical and mental health. I've gained a lot of weight on my face and my neck have darkened and my eyes look tired and sunken. So he gained a lot of weight, and, his face and neck have darkened, which kind of is horrible. But I've been dealing with gooning addictions for the past 7 years. No matter how hard I try, I haven't been able to overcome it. My mind is constantly filled with overthinking and self-doubt, especially about my looks and what others might think of me. I never dated anyone in my life. I once tried asking a girl out, but she rejected my proposal. I ended up getting in the friend zone. After a few months, she started ignoring me. No calls, no replies to messages, nothing at all. It's already been 2 years since this all happened, and I still think about her, and it holds me back. I want to move on and get my life together, but I feel stuck, and I don't know how to start. So this is obviously, like, pretty messed up, because you're having these gooning issues. I can't even say it on YouTube, I don't even think. So that's the new word for it, y'all. Gooners. But 25 is not really too old. Like, that's still technically like young and shit like that. You feel me? 25 is still completely young, gang. So we still got time to make this change. But if I'm you and I'm 25 years old, and you're talking about you're not studying or working, if you're not studying or working, you need to be using this time to be working out. You need to be using this time to be warrior dieting. Warrior dieting is one of the easiest ways to lose weight. Like, it's basically where you fast for so many hours. You might eat once or twice a day. And what I was doing was I was eating oatmeal. And that's what helped me lose weight, because I actually used to be 230 pounds, you feel me, at a very young age. Now, 230 pounds at my age, I don't know if that's really shit now, but like at that time, that was like a really young when I was at least 230 pounds. The next thing you said is you couldn't stop scrolling. Listen, man, if you're going to keep on scrolling all day, bro, at least be watching productive content, gang. Like, watch videos on working out, because you're more likely to work out. Watch videos that's going to help you. It's almost like an environment. You have to surround yourself around an environment that you want to be around, that you want to be like. You know you want to lose the weight. So you need to be watching fitness content. You know you want some money. You need to be watching money kind of content. It's just the same shit. It's like surrounding yourself around that environment in real life, but you got to do this shit through the internet. Get mentorship, get real help, you feel me? Because there's guys out there that will literally help you get to the next level. There's guys who literally does this for like a whole living, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And you said you've been playing video games. Listen, we kind of grown now, bro. I don't really believe in video games. I really don't believe in playing that shit at all, but like, I know some people can't help it. Play video games when like less, bro. You don't have to play video games for hours. You're not even happy. You see the way you feel. When you're playing a video game, you don't really smile when you're playing the video game by yourself. You're actually really like straight face. So playing video games all day ain't gonna help you. That's probably why the girl didn't even want you at all, for real. And that's no offense to you, my guy. But playing the whole video games and shit like that, bro, try your best to cut that shit out if you can, but like, bro, play that shit less. Like, everything that you're doing, just try to do it less day by day and replace it with another habit. You feel me? Replace that thing that you do with another habit. Do that and you should be good. And if you want to get rid of dark spots, bro, just take care of your skin. And, you know what I'm saying? Take showers and shit like that, bro. And there's also got places for that too, like Ziva. They laser black spots. So go to places and go get that fixed. Cause take care of your skin and get rid of that shit and go work out. And do the warrior diet. This can really help you have this glow up so you can become completely unrecognizable within these next couple of years. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna shock everybody. I'm trying to tell you. Now listen, we're gonna talk about this girl now. We're gonna get into it with this girl. So you say you were friend zone, and then she ended up, you know what I'm saying? Now she don't even answer your calls or no texts. First off, why are you still hitting her up? If she's not answering you, stop hitting someone up. You don't do that shit to nobody though. You don't reach out twice to certain people, bro. Only people I'm probably realistically gonna reach out twice to is probably my parents or certain people in my immediate family. Other than that, I'm not reaching out twice to no motherfucker, gang. Like, don't reach out more than once, bro. If they don't answer you the first time, don't hit their ass up again. Because guess what? The ball is in her court. She's the one that's supposed to call you, gang. So you doing that, it's simp activity. And it shows lack of respect for yourself. And that's not even just about females, gang. I'm just saying in general, like when you do that to anybody. You only do that to certain people, or if they do reach out to you twice, I will reach out to certain friends twice because they reached out to me twice. But I'm not finna keep reaching out to a motherfucker who don't reciprocate the energy. You have to understand your value, bro. That you are him. There's a version of you that isn't, you know what I'm saying, gooning, that gets all the women. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's in shape, that has a job and income. That too, you also said you didn't have no income. Bro, get a job, gang. You already know this, bro. Get a job, go into a trade school, and learn a skill so you can make some decent income. And if you want to start a business, you can figure it out later, but you don't sound like you're into business. So go learn a skill. Go to trade school, gang. You feel me? And if you don't got that money, you make the money. You stack your bread at these other jobs, and then you get inside while you working that job, you inside the trade also. This is what you need to be dedicating your time to. But first things first, bro, get a job and lose the weight, bro. Like, fuck that. And go. Sometimes you have to say, fuck it, gang. You got to be like all in on this shit because you really in a fucked up position at 25, gang. You wasted all them years. You said 7 years. So you've been doing it for about, since you was 18, going crazy. Which is, honestly, that's really totally normal, though. Like, I'm not going to lie. We all still young and shit. Like, I get it. But the best way you can solve your gooning addiction is more so, like, you're doing it less. Figure out how many times you do it monthly and do it less each month. So let's say you goon like 10 times a month. Okay, well, try to goon about like, about 8 to 6 times. You know what I'm saying? And you do that less. You do that shit for basically a whole year. Guess what? New Year's came because you got to slowly carry. See, most motherfuckers, they tell you, oh, just completely stop and do all that shit. That's why you're just trying to do it completely, bro. That's like you almost going into the gym saying, oh, I'm going to bench 300 pounds. Why are you jumping all the way up there? Build your way. So that's honestly what I did, honestly. So what I would do, honestly, if I'm you, if I'm doing that, if I'm going 10 times a month, I'm gonna go about 8 times a month for a year. Then the next year, I'm gonna go to about 6 times a month. Then the year after that, 4 times. And you're just gonna naturally do that shit less. And another thing, don't watch the content, bro. Do it in your mind, bro. If you do it in your mind, you would get tired of that, actually, too. If you do it in your mind. Stop looking at actual videos, bro. Stop doing that shit. Like, do that shit in your mental. And then just go on about your day. Because you a man at the end of the day. You might not want to stop even doing that for real. Like, but I'm not saying go crazy, though. There's limits to that shit, bro. You can't just keep going crazy with that shit. And yeah, and that's why you feel stuck, bro. So, honestly, bro, just focus on the other shit, bro. And the girls will come along. She ignores you for 2 years and you still thinking about her, bro. So, you literally need to be working on yourself, bro. Like, this shit is bullshit. Like, fuck that girl, gang. Like, she probably left it, and that's probably another reason. She probably says desperate. You tried to deal with her. You playing with yourself. You out of shape. You playing video games. How is this even a turn on to women? I mean, I can't blame them for not being interested. If I'm a girl, I'm not interested either. You feel me? I'm not interested if I'm a girl. So that's basically how you carry everything. You do it less, like you goon less. You feel me? You focus on the goddamn gym and you eat less. And yeah, bro, you get you a job, learn a skill for a trade, you get you some decent income, you feel me? Because you're obviously living with somebody at 25. And you know what I'm saying? The girl probably seeing that you 25 years old, you still living with somebody. You don't got your life together. You out of shape and all that. So the best way I say start, if you really have no job now, I know you need some income, but like get a job and lose that weight. These are the things that can replace it. You trying to play, this is why you distracted because of the video games and shit. And you know what I'm saying? The corn hub and shit, like, bro, limit that shit, gang. That's why you're not getting nowhere. Because of that exact reason. What you say? You said you playing video games. Yeah, and watching YouTube and random game. Yeah, that's the issue, bro. You need to replace those things with that. And you have time. There's 24 hours in a day. If you replace those 2 habits, and I'm not saying complete cold turkey, like stop doing it altogether, but just play the video games and do that shit less and focus on and try to slowly replace it with these habits. And within a year or 2, you'll be completely unrecognizable. You have income, stable income. You have a career, and you have lost the weight. And next, we got to focus on our confidence. But you will naturally gain confidence once you started gaining more value to yourself because it's this mindset that you carry. You think totally different from fat to a guy in shape. If there's a fat guy and a guy in shape, they think totally different. You feel me? they think totally different about themselves. So that will kind of make you confident indirectly. And that's just kind of what it is, man. So hopefully this video helped. Hopefully you made it to the end. I enjoyed this conversation. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments down below. I'm going to catch y'all next video. Peace.